Yo, all right, family. Look, how many times are we going to talk about academics being disrespectful? First, we talked about him being disrespectful to the old head hip hop community, as he would say, right? About not making money and all this and all of that, with going to their monetary potential. But today, this is going to be a lesson that he needs to learn. And I think he's going to learn this lesson very hard, right? So lately, he's been going at Blueface, right? And his trouble with Christian Rock and them having affecting the baby and all of that, right? So academics got into his feelings on No Jumper, right? About them calling academics a trouble starter and instigator, and they didn't use those words, but that's what they basically were saying, right? So then academics got in his feelings, right? And started going for this supreme jugular on Blueface, calling him broke, talking about his home and all this, and he owes money on his mortgages and all this other stuff, right? So to me, that's disrespectful, going a little bit too far, talking about his, even though Christian Rock and Blueface have a little rocky or whatever we want to call it, relationship, right? He's taking it too far because now he's putting out on Twitter that he got 5K every dude that Christian smashed, right? Saying the baby might not be his, etc., etc. Now you cannot go online and talk about you going want to fight people and then take your words back and all of that. Now see, one thing I do know, right? And I can tell Blueface is about that, okay? Academics is not about that because we seen him backtrack on when he was on Complex, right? With other rappers, challenging him right there in the spot, calling him, talking about they would slap him right there, like in his face, and he did zero, right? So that's what I'm saying about these internet gangsters. I predict this is going to come home to roost on him in the most ugliest way because people that get up there and disrespect others in the public, that karma is going to come back to you. You cannot go around giving out major disrespect in people's business, name calling, talking about family members. It's going to come back, right? So here you keep talking about how Blueface is getting bashed in his head by his girl, right? Yes, they have a very volatile relationship, but you also never really seen Blueface really throw hands at her like that, right? They get in a little pushing and shoving, tussling, biting and stuff, right? But you have seen academics put his hands on a woman in a lobby in Miami. Okay? So you cannot sit up there and have this double standard like you're this big tough guy. Because I can guarantee you, when Blueface sees academics, it's on sight and popping. And it's going to be nowhere to run. It's going to be viral and all of that. It's going to be embarrassing and humbling for Act at that moment. And I predict this, right? This is a solid prediction because I've seen dudes like this that talk trash. You know what I'm saying? They be the first one to call the police. You go at them. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did. But I'm here now. What's up? You see what I'm saying? So this is a bold prediction. Hopefully, Act stays in his place, stays behind the microphone, stays behind social media, and does not come outside unless he has his bodyguards. And obviously, Blueface does not need bodyguards because he has his girl, but I'm just kidding. But he doesn't need bodyguards because he can throw hands himself, right? And you've seen he walks around with dudes, you know what I'm saying? And, he has disciples. I haven't seen too many disciples stick up for academics in the last few years. Never. Never seen nobody stick up for him other than verbally. You see what I'm saying? So, folks, watch what you say. It can catch up with you. You see what I'm saying? I've seen this story in this movie before. Same characters back in the day. Around the way. Get the run in their mouth. They get slapped up. Get the shoes taken. And what do? They run to the police. They run to their moms. Okay? This is the same thing, but just on a different level, different scale. This is out in the public. So it's going to hurt twice as much. Back in the day, you just had to deal with, you know what I'm saying? The person that got their stuff took, he had to just deal with the people in the neighborhood. Now you got somebody like Akademiks is going to have to deal with millions of followers that's seen him get dealt with in public. And hopefully he might got his mace like CW, you know what I'm saying? But yo, just cannot go around talking this kind of stuff about another man and not expect for it to come back on you, especially when you're known for putting hands on women. So, bold for prediction. Let's see. Kirk State reacts. Let's go.